Yo, what's good? I love basketball TV. Today in this video, we're diving into 3 different topics to help you improve your dribble pull-up. So make sure you watch all the way through so you understand how to properly shoot a dribble pull-up jumper. So when it comes to the pull-up jumper, one of the most important things you need to think about is the pickup, or where you start to pick the ball up at. You want to always have a consistent pickup point when you are a beginner. When you get more advanced, then you can start messing around with different pickup points. But for our beginners, we want to always get the ball to the same spot so everything feels the same when we shoot the basketball. So for our first drill, what we're going to work on is getting nice and low. We're going to cross the ball over and then pick it up in the same spot. So it's going to be between, pick it up, between, pick it up, between, pick it up. We're going to perform 3 of those. On our third one, then we're getting into our shot. We're going to rep going both ways. You can manipulate this drill in however you want it. So you can use crossovers, behind the back, whatever you need to do, but you want to work on repping out, getting the ball to that consistent pickup point, and then going through the rest of your shot. For our next drill, we're going to be challenging our hand speed and our ability to get the ball back to the same spot every single time. We're going to be doing ball wrap. So we're just going to rip, get to a point. Once we get to our spot, we're going to wrap the ball around our back, get the ball set to our normal set spot, and then work through our shot. The reason why we want to do this is to challenge our hand speed. So can we get the ball around our body fast enough and then be able to get the ball to a consistent spot with good hands? No, this is not a game-like drill, but we are challenging your skill. So now, once we get to our spot, if you can wrap and get into your shot fast, you can then perform a normal shot even better. Our second topic is balance. And typically people love to think about balance as just standing on one leg and staying still, but in basketball, balance is dynamic, you're moving. So how we're going to challenge our balance in a moving type of way, we're going to get started on one elbow, sprint as fast as we can to the other elbow. Once we get here, we're going to have to be able to turn into our shot and stay balanced and then get into it. What you want to think about when you're getting balance is having a wide base. You don't want to be too wide, but kind of like a neutral base where your feet are underneath your hips. So as you're sprinting to that elbow, you want to be able to turn, get good base, and then raise through your shot. For our second drill, training our balance, what you want to do to get set up is get nice and low. We're going to perform a pound dribble. From that dribble, we're going to jump and turn. So we're going to turn both ways. We're either going to turn over our left shoulder or we're turning over our right shoulder. When we do this, we want to punch it, turn, land. When we land, we want to remain balanced. So having that good base, but we're gonna also be able to find the rim quick. When we're shooting in basketball, 90% of our shots have some type of turn to it. So we need to be going one way and then being able to locate the rim and turn at the same time, getting balanced. So you can manipulate this drill however you want. So you can get low, you can go between the legs and turn, behind the back and turn. It does not matter as long as you start facing away from the hoop, taking that dribble, jumping in the air, turning over, and then getting that shot. So a simple drill to work on that footwork of getting into your dribble pull-up is starting off with a split stance. If the ball's in my right hand, my right leg is forward, and then my left leg is back. So as I take off, I want to make sure I step with my inside leg, dribble with my outside hand. My next step is free. Then I want to dribble on that inside foot step again. Now I get into my last step, getting into my pull-up. That's for my 1-2 step. When I'm getting into my hop, I start off the same way in that split stance, take that step and dribble, free step, take that step here with that step and dribble, my dribble step. Now I hop right into my shot. When I hop, I want to make sure I land both feet at the same time, making one sound. For this last drill, we're working out of the mid-post area. We want to get nice and low with our shoulder facing towards the hoop with the ball in our outside hand. So when we take our dribble, it's here. We want to jump, turn, swivel our hips. Now once we land, we're going to take off towards the elbow. We're going to take one dribble, so we're working on having quick feet in tight spaces. So we're going to get into a 1-2 step stop, raising into our shot. Our next setup is the same thing. We want to get nice and low, take that dribble, turn, going towards that elbow, but this time we're taking that inside foot step and we're working on dropping into our shot at the same time, making sure we have one sound with our feet.